Welcome to all fours classes. Now in this enzymes chapter 4th session, we are going to discuss in this chapter factors affecting the functioning of the enzymes. So this is the enzyme chapter, already we know, we have started. In this factors affecting the rate of functioning of enzymes. There are different types of factors affect the rate of functioning of the or performance of the enzymes. There are already we discussed, one of them is called as the temperature, and another one is called as the pH concentration. And third one is called as the substrate concentration also. How it is affect the performance of the enzyme, because enzymes are acting as a catalyst in many number of biochemical reactions. Due to these factors like temperature, pH concentration and substrate concentration, the performance of the enzymes is affected, may be changed, they are influenced. That is the reason how these are affecting this one. Let us see. First we take this one, temperature. Generally all the enzymes, they perform at optimum temperature. Generally they require optimum. What is this optimum? Optimum temperature for the organic enzymes below 40 degrees centigrade. Some of the inorganic is there. Below 40 for organic enzymes. And whereas even some of the inorganic enzymes are there. Inorganic enzymes will perform higher temperatures and higher pressures. At higher temperature and higher pressures. These are all differences there between these two, organic and inorganic. Some exceptions are also there. We studied that. Particularly in some of the biological organisms, like Thermus aquaticus bacteria, or the bacteria which live in hot conditions, thermal vents, hot springs, in extreme conditions, they produce some of the enzymes in their metabolic functions. They can withstand to the higher temperatures. So that is the reason the variation is there. But majority of the enzymes, most of the biological enzymes in the living organisms, that too organic enzymes are there. The optimum temperature they will perform well below 40. Above the 40 means it becomes denaturation. Denaturation means breaking of the protein structure, because all enzymes are made up of proteins. The peptide bonds present between the amino acids of that protein enzyme is going to break. That is the reason. If you take the graphical representation, suppose if you take the graphical representation of the enzyme here, suppose you take this one is called as the x-axis, here is the y-axis. So here the temperature we are taking here 0, here is there 10 or 20, here 30, here 40 or 50, like this. If you see this one, this is the rate of reaction here, catalytic rate of the reaction here in this case. This is the x-axis, the temperature, what we have taken here, temperature. In this, the rate will go and come down like this. That means the graph showing clearly, that means here the rate of reaction is a maximum. See here, this is the maximum rate. The rate of reaction is here maximum occurred at a particular temperature. So this is called as the optimum temperature for majority of them like this. So in this way, below 40 only their optimum temperatures are there for this one. So in this way we can see that one of the factor which influence the rate of performance of the enzyme as a catalyst depends upon the temperature. So here we find that in this lower temperature, at higher temperature, the rate is here. Suppose you take the rate. The rate is at lower temperature is very less, 0 almost, and higher temperature also, there is no rate of the reaction. So we know very well our foodstuffs are not going to spoil if we keep in the fridge. At lower temperature, they remain for many days. Because the enzymatic inactivity takes place due to lower temperature here. So in this way is one of the factor affecting the performance of the enzymes which are catalyst. So in this manner like this. This is one of the factors there. So exceptions are there. Except some of the enzymes only. They perform in extreme conditions of temperature only in some of them. There are exceptions. Because they are having special type of protein structures are there in their enzymes. Due to special type of structures of arrangement of proteins, they can withstand to the higher temperatures. Remaining all other enzymes which are in the living organisms, they cannot withstand the higher temperature, they cannot act, and at a lower temperature also they cannot act. Inactive condition, at higher temperature denaturation. So here denaturation takes place. Here is a denaturation. Here inactive. See, it's the inactive condition. Here is inactive is a denaturation. So this is we can see clearly in this manner where the performance of the enzymes at temperature compulsory is influencing. The maximum rate of performance is there, optimum temperature, the rate of performance the function. Optimum temperature they will effectively they work as a catalyst. Second one we take in the case of pH concentration. pH concentration is also most important one. Second variety is called as the pH concentration. Take the second influence called pH ion concentration. This pH concentration also influence the performance of the functions. Due to this pH concentration, ionization of either enzyme or substrate may takes place. Enzyme and substrate takes place. Ionization of this one, either enzyme or substrate also takes place due to pH ion concentration. Because why? Hydrogen ions are these hydrogen ions which are attached to the side chains of enzymes. Side chains of enzymes and as well as substrate molecules. That is the reason pH ion concentration is also influences the performance of the function of the enzymes. There are various types of enzymes are there, exception enzymes are there. Some of the enzymes are present here, they perform at lower pH, some of them are higher pH. But majority of them are here in the cell, within the cell. The optimum pH value is given as a 7. At this 7 condition, the optimum pH for many of the enzymes are there. Some of the enzymes are there here. The optimum pH is 7 is there. And below 7 is called nothing but is a acidic nature. Above this one is considered as a alkalic nature. So alkaline enzymes are there, acidic enzymes are there. For example, you take in the case of pepsin, you take each one. Suppose in the case of pepsin, here you will find that the pepsin here pH value is present here 7.8 to 8.7 is there. This is trypsin is there. Trypsin is there 7.8 to 8.7 is present trypsin. Trypsin and as well as pepsin. These are the pepsin is there. Pepsin is here more acidic here. This is alkaline. See here alkaline. This is called alkaline. And the pH of the pH of this one and the pH of here pepsin we can see that one 1.5 to 2.5 is their pH concentration in this case. So that is the reason we can see that the different types of pH concentrations the enzymes are working. But optimum temperature within the cell, inside the cell, majority of them found that 7 optimum temperature, that is nothing but neutral. And but some exceptions are there like pepsin and trypsin. These pepsin and trypsin enzymes, alkaline, and as they are all acidic in nature. So like that, as the temperature, similarly, just like how the temperature influenced the performance of the enzyme, similarly pH concentration also influences. Because here where the protons, which are more in these cases, with the pH concentration look in this case, the attachment of the hydrogen atoms to the side chains of the enzymes influences this one. That changes its character in this case. Suppose you take the graphical representation is there in this case. Suppose same thing as like a bell structure, we will find that. Suppose you take in the case of graphical representation, here is there, we can see that one. This is the x-axis, pH concentration here. This is the y-axis, rate of reaction here takes place. Suppose we will take the pH concentration here onwards here, we just will take here 3, here is the 4, here is the 5, 6, here 7, 8, or like this we go on. If you observe that the rate of reaction, what we observe that in this case, it starts here slowly, the substrate concentration here, where the pH concentration is here, very slow, rate of reaction also slow here, but when come to here like this here. So here we can see that nearly 7, this is the rate of reaction where you will find that maximum rate of reaction is seen here in this manner. Same thing, just like a temperature is also showing this character. Same as temperature, the concentration of the pH also influence the performance of the enzymes as a catalyst. So the second factor is there. Some of the examples are also there in this case. Suppose you take in the case of peroxidase there. One of the enzyme is called third. Suppose pepsin, trypsin, apart from this, peroxidase you take in the case of peroxidase. In peroxidase you will find that particularly 5 is there. It is called cellobase. It is also called cellobase. It is pH concentration is 5. See here like this. pH concentration is 5. And similarly, some other examples also I will tell you here. Maltase is there. 6.12 maltase. It's called the maltase there. 6.1 to 6.5 pH concentration is there. And similarly another enzyme is there, peroxidases and as well as maltases and amylases, catalyses is there. Amylases, suppose you take in the case of amylase 7 is there in the case of pH value. And catalases are there, catalases pH value is 7 here like this. So we will find here in this manner, we can see very clearly like this. These are the pH concentrations of catalase, and urease is also there. Urease is there. Here is also 7. So these three amylase, catalase, urease, these pH concentrations are particularly 7 only. Whereas the trypsin already we said that 7.8. Trypsin was that 7.8 to 8.1 is there. 8.7 is there in the case of this is called the trypsin. This is called the trypsin is present. Already we know pepsin. Pepsin is very acidic, strong acidic is there. 1.5 to 2.5. Pepsin is here already, I said this one, pepsin is here 1.5 to 2.5 is present pH concentration. So these are the various types of pH concentrations are seen, the different types of enzymes which are acting as a efficiently as a catalyst at a specified pH concentrations. So we should remember these three compulsories and these are all abundantly available and abundantly useful. Amylase, catalase, urease, amylase starch, there is maltose, okay na, and urease on the urea, they will act. So like this, pepsin, trypsin, and there are peroxidases, maltases, they are all different types of enzymes with the different types of pH values are seen in this manner. They are acting as a catalyst in different conditions, they are showing. They act as a best catalyst at the optimum pH values for them in this case. So this is one of the factors. Second factor is like this. Next, third factor is there in this case. Next one. The third factor, what we call that one, third factor affecting the rate of performance of the enzyme, that is substrate concentration here in this case. So in the substrate concentration, how it is displayed, let us see. Substrate concentration. Third variety is called as the substrate concentration. Substrate concentration is also one of the factor influence the rate of reaction, biochemical reactions, how they are acting here. Suppose if the sufficient enzymes are there, proportionately if you add the substrate, they are going to perform smoothly the function. Suppose the graph is there. Suppose you take this one here. In the case of one graph, we will take here like this. In this graph, we will take here is the substrate concentration here. Here is the substrate concentration we are taking here. And another is called the velocity of the reaction. Here is a V. V means here velocity. Here is the velocity of the reaction, how it is taking place in this case. So the substrate concentration here, when you increase here, like suppose it is there, the rate of reaction is there. In the beginning, as increasing the substrate concentration, the rate of reaction is also going on like this and goes like this again. The starts and they moves like this and here stops at this region like this. What is this meaning here? As the substrate increases, as the substrate concentration is increasing, the rate of reaction increases. Even after certain time, certain duration of the time, of certain type of reaction here over, even increase the substrate concentration, the rate of reaction is not going here. They remain constant here. What is the meaning here? That means here we can see that this is the, where it is occurred here in this case, nothing but maximum. It is occurred here, this is called the maximum here. This is called a V max. We are calling it a V max. The velocity of the reaction, maximum taken place. Even if you addition of the substrate, even if you add the substrate, non-availability of enzyme molecules sufficient, because enzyme molecules are used very fewer number, very small number they are using. Very specific in nature enzymes, they will act on specific substrates and with fewer number only they are available. But without increasing the enzyme concentration, if you increase the substrate concentration, maximum number of enzyme molecules with their active sites are fixed with the substrate molecules. Excess substrate molecules are become free. They are unable to fix to the active sites of the enzyme. Because why? Non-availability of the enzyme molecules. So in this way we can see clearly that as the even substrate increases, the rate of, in the beginning, as going on substrate increasing, the rate of reaction is going on increasing because the availability of the enzyme molecules there. But even after increasing the substrate concentration, then further reaction cannot be take place. Why? Because this stopped here. Maximum rate of reaction is taken place here up to here. Because the availability of the enzyme molecules is finished. That is the reason the further reaction, even if we add the substrate, it cannot take place. The further reaction cannot be continued. So this is the, based on here again, another one is theory is introduced here. Michaelis Menten constant is there. Okay, now Michaelis Menten constant is mentioned here. Based on this only here, Michaelis Menten constant. What is this Michaelis Menten constant? Let us see. Michaelis Menten constant. So what is this Michaelis Menten constant here? The formula is given to us. V1 is equal to V max by substrate by Km here substrate molecule here. What is this meaning here? Means here the Michaelis Menten constant means here at what concentration of the substrate molecule. In the maximum rate of reaction, it becomes half of the rate of reaction. At what concentration of the substrate. This is initial velocity. What is this one here? This is called the initial velocity. So initial velocity of this enzyme. So in initial velocity of the enzyme, you will find that when the rate of reaction is going on up here like this, after reaching the maximum rate of reaction, further reaction is not taking place because non-availability of the enzyme molecules. But what is the constant means? What is the meaning of constant here? Michaelis-Menten constant. Michaelis-Menten constant gives us information that at particular what concentration? At what concentration of the substrate? At what concentration of the substrate, the maximum rate of reaction in that half of that reaction will be there. That is only Michaelis-Menten constant. At a particular concentration of the substrate, the maximum rate of reaction may be here up to here. In that, at particular substrate concentration becomes half. For example, we can write here half of the reaction like this one here. We can write here like this. See here, this one. This is nothing but is called as the Km. Is called as the Km here. So we can say this is the A. And this one here, we will write here, in this case also we can write here. So this is inaccurate Km here. Here in this case we will write here, this is a V max by 2 here. Because half of this one here. V max by 2 here in this case. See here this one. This is the reactions. This is A. This is considered as the B. This is considered as C. C is the maximum rate of reactions. So we can see that clearly as the substrate concentration increases, the rate of reaction increases, but at certain time even increase the concentration. That means just observe that suppose the maximum rate of reaction is up to here only. That means here is the point. The maximum rate of reaction is here is the point, here like this. But what happened here? Even after beyond this we are increasing the concentration of the substrate molecule, the reaction is not taking place. Actually the reaction should take place like this. But it's not taking place here. Why? Non-availability of the enzyme. Because enzyme, they form a substrate complex. In the, you know very well, that is already yesterday in previous session I said, where the enzyme is going to fix in a particular active sites of the enzyme, they are called pockets, nothing but reaction sites or active sites. Non-availability of that one, because compared to substrate molecules, the enzyme molecule availability is reduced because by addition of the more substrate molecules in this. So this is called as the Km constant case here. Nothing but is called substrate constant here. It's a Michaelis-Menten constant is. So we can see that one. Km can be defined as that one. Rate of breakdown of ES complex. We can write here Km value. How can you write? Breakdown of Km of substrate by breakdown of Km of, we can write ES complex. Km of breakdown of ES of breakdown of enzyme substrate complex by the formation of the, by the construction of the rate of formation of the enzyme substrate complex. Here rate of breakdown of enzyme substrate complex is equal to nothing but is called as a Km. This is the rate of breakdown of enzyme substrate complex, the rate of formation of the enzyme substrate complex, nothing but Km value. At a particular concentration of the substrate, the rate of reaction is half of the maximum rate of the reaction is showing at particular concentration of the substrate. That is only called Michaelis-Menten constant in this case. So the principle is here mentioned here in this case. Now the Km infinity is showing variations are there. That means we can decide that suppose inversely proportional to the rate of reaction here in this case. Here Km value. Suppose more Km value is there. Suppose Km value is more. Km value is more means what is the meaning of Km value is more here? Km value can be determined by varying substrate. Km value can be determined by varying the substrate concentrations. So in this case, the significance of the Km indicates that affinity between the enzyme and substrate. The Km is indicating what is that one? Affinity between the substrate and as well as enzyme. So is showing the affinity between enzyme and substrate value, the Km value. If the affinity is more, if affinity is more in the case of this one, the Km value is more. Okay, na? Suppose what happens here? Km value is more means what is that meaning here? Smaller the Km value, more strongly enzyme substrate complex. More Km value means weak between substrate enzyme complex. It is weak. This is called the weak. And Km value is less. Less means enzyme substrate complex is strong. That means its turnover number is ton. We are calling as a ton. Turnover number is more. This is a turnover number is low in this case. So the Km value is more means enzyme substrate complex giving rise to a weak bond between them in this case. And whereas Km value is less here in this case, enzyme substrate complex formation bond is more and strong. It gives rise to it's a more turnover number means number of substrate molecules converted into the products more in this case. So this is inversely proportional to the affinity of the Km value to the enzyme and substrate. So this is the Michaelis-Menten constant. At a particular value, at particular concentration of the substrates, the value can be taken as consideration. At particular concentration of the substrate, the maximum rate of reaction is showing that half of that initial velocity, half of the reaction rate is showing. That is only called the Michaelis-Menten constant. So these are the factors which influence the rate of reaction. So by knowing the Km value of the reaction, we can know that if the affinity, that means Km value is more means here, there is a less affinity between this big bond is there in these cases. Less number of turnover, that means substrate molecules converted into products is less. If the Km value is less in this case, Km value is less, suppose in this substrate enzyme complex is strong, turnover number is here, maybe more. So these are the factors affecting the rate of enzymes in this case. So today I will stop here, tomorrow we will continue.